Well, good morning. It's Thursday. No, is it? No, it's Wednesday today. And we're going to put together a video really this week just to explain a bit more about the poker run that we're doing in Tenerife. So I've had a lot of people ask me about this poker run, and some people even ask me, have I got a gambling license? And I think there's a few people that have kind of missed it altogether. So let's talk, what is a poker run on a motorcycle, right? Well, you don't sit on a bike playing cards, right? Because that's dangerous, right? And that ain't going to get you very far. And you don't have a passenger on the back playing cards for you either. And we don't need a gambling license, right? So what we do, right, is we raise money for charity. Now, there's a children's home in Grenadier, which I've raised money for before. They struggle up there, and through the pandemic, it's got worse as well. They're trying to look after the kids up there, and this funding that we raise for them is going to stay on the island. It's going to go to the Grenadier Children's Home, and it's going to help them to look after them kids up there. It's much needed, and every penny that we raise is going to go directly to them. We're not going to be sending money to MDs and CEOs who've got to take out expenses and all of this crap first. This is for charity, and when we do something for charity, it is 100% for charity. My company is going to pay for the expenses for the day, and everything that we raise is going to go to charity. So that's the first part, okay? Secondly, we are going to have some fun, right? That's what this is about. So we all meet at Harley-Davidson Gruber up in the north of Tenerife. That's the first stage, and we need to be there for about 10 o'clock as we are blowing the whistle at 11, and that's when everyone gets started. Once you get up to Harley-Davidson, you're going to have a poker card, and that poker card is going to be what you get when you donate either your 20 euros or you go online and put a donation in. We're recommending 20 euros. If everybody puts 20 euros in, you're all going to have fun. Someone's going to be lucky and win a cash prize of 150 euros. That's going to be done at La Ruta in Santa Cruz de Tenerife. That's the last place that we end up. But if you don't win, there's some other prizes, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And everything that you spend is going to go to the kids in Grenadier, okay? So, first of all, we need to get your poker card. You get that from Harley-Davidson, and then you're going to go and follow the route that I'm going to do today. At each location, you will get to select your next card, and you do that by arriving. You go up to the bar or the restaurant, what we've got here. We're going to put all of those on the route next. You pick a card out of the pack. They write it down on your poker card and they stamp your card. You need 4 cards altogether. You can't go to 3 locations. You've got to go to the 4 locations. This is 4-card poker. The cards are the value of the card, okay? Which I mean by that, an ace is 11, a king, jack, queen is 10, and the other values of the cards that you get. The highest hands, so if you've got 44 points or you've got 42 points, all of the highest hands will go into a pot, and then the winners will be pulled out of that pot at the final destination, which is La Ruta, okay? So we're going to head to all the destinations now and build the route, and we're going to post that route online so everybody can see. Now, there is a twist in this, and the twist is that you will have from 11 till 3 p.m. to complete the route and get back to the final destination. You must hand your card in by 3 p.m. Now, we will keep an eye on traffic and stuff like that. If there is an issue with traffic and stuff, we don't want people speeding. We do not want people breaking the law. But we do want you to have fun, and we do want to have a bit of urgency on it to create that kind of race feel, all right? But no going over 100 and, what's the speed limit these days? 120 kilometres on the motorway, and stick to the speed limits on the main roads, okay? It's up to you guys. Right, I'm going to get on and I'm going to build this route. I'm going to post it online. We're going to start having fun already, and you're going to know exactly what a poker run is. Don't worry, we don't need no gambling licenses. Have a great day. So here we are now down at Harley-Davidson, Tenerife. This is where you're going to start the poker run from. So at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning, on the 3rd of September, we're going to have the Land Rover down here. We're going to be all set up ready, and we're going to be waiting for you guys to come and collect one of these, right? Now, you can reserve these online. You do that through the newsletter, or get in touch with us at ride@easyrider.com, because there is only 50 of these available. 23 of them have now already been reserved. We're only playing 50 people on the run, okay? You've got 27 cards left. If you want to play poker, then you need to get on to ride@easyridertenerife.com, or get in touch with me. All my details are in the bottom. Get in touch and reserve your card. You reserve your card by making a donation to the fund, or you can do it in cash on the day. But if you do it on cash on the day, you may not get a card, right? So that's a warning. Right, now, once you've got one of these, the next thing you're going to need is get one of these. That is your poker stamp, and that's your first card. So once you're here, we're going to give you a pack of cards. You're going to pick one out. Whatever the value of that card is going to go on your first space. That's your first card. At 11 o'clock, the whistle will blow, and you guys, off you go and start the poker run. Okay, so Harley-Davidson Tenerife are sponsoring the event, along with Triumph Tenerife as well. We have Fabric, Rock and Hops, Easy Rider Tenerife, and now, of course, the final destination, which is La Ruta. We are also going to have live music. We're going to have fun and games throughout the day, and we're going to have a really good time. You can do this in groups. You can do this on your own. It's not a huge group ride. This is just good fun, raising money for them kids in Grenadier, okay? Get your money in, get your card in, get playing. Poker Tenerife. So this is the first stop from Harley-Davidson. Once you have got your card stamped Harley-Davidson, 11 o'clock we'll all leave, and then we'll head for Esperanza. Now, you don't have to do this route, but you do have to visit all of these locations, because you've got to get all of your cards. So you can go the opposite way round if you want to. This is the recommended route. This is probably the best way to play. So I'm going to get my card, I'm going to go and get stamped, and then we're going to continue. Well, by my reckoning, we left Harley-Davidson at 1:20. It's now 3:20. So that's a good run here. We're now in La Paz, just outside Villaflor. So this is it's a good 2-hour run. Now I'm going to stop, I'm going to get some coffee, but it is a good 2-hour run. So you've got to allow yourself that time. You've got 4 hours altogether. You've got to get your card stamped here again, and then you've got to get yourself down to El Medano, which is our next stop, and then we've got to get up to La Ruta. So it's a 45-minute, 50-minute ride from Medano to La Ruta, which means we've got approximately about an hour, just over an hour now to get some refreshments, get our card stamped, and then get back on the bike. But look, this is a run, yeah? It ain't a walk in the park. This is a poker run, and this is what it's all about. So I'm going to grab some coffee, I'm going to get myself sorted, and I'm on to the next stop. Now this is the final location. So what you've got to do, we're down in Medano, down at Rock and Hops. We're going to go and get the final stamp on the card. So you need to take your poker card with you again, go into the venue, collect your final stamp. Once you've got your final stamp, you're going to have a full card. When you've got a full card, it's time to get to the final destination. Get it in before 3 o'clock. But as I said, don't get breaking them speed limits. It's not down to us, that's down to you. I'm going to get my card stamped. So this is the final location, and this is just a fantastic venue, especially for the actual party that we're going to have afterwards. So you're going to arrive here with somewhere. I've got my poker card. It's actually in my pannier. So you're going to arrive here with your poker card. It's going to be fully stamped, and we're going to be waiting here to take the card off you. We'll tally up the points, we'll give you the actual score, and then those winning cards are going to go into a hat. It's going to be pulled out of a final draw at the end. So everybody with the highest hand that matches, all the highest hands will go into a pile. They will get drawn out, and that's where your cash prize will come from. There will also be some other prizes as well. So I think at the moment we have prizes from Rock and Hops, we have prizes from Fabric Barbers in the north, we have prizes from Harley Davidson, we have the cash prizes from Easy Rider. So we've got quite a lot going on, and we're going to finish off in La Ruta with a great afternoon of live music, good food, and just really enjoy ourselves. So that is how you play poker.